After a massive response from viewers to my previous video, where I asked for advice on my next turntable upgrade, I finally decided to go full vintage. I had a very basic Audio-Technica LP60 and really didn't know where to go next. Thanks so much for your help. About 50% of comments were on new turntables, with a massive lead by the Fluence RT85, and the other half recommended me going vintage, mainly explained because that's where you get more bang for your buck. These old turntables were built like tanks, with excellent quality, and can be found at very good prices on the aftermarket. Despite my fears of buying a vintage turntable with little to no expertise, I decided to jump in. I ended up spending about £80 or $100, which was way less than my $500 initial budget. There's a catch to this: some stuff didn't work out as expected. But let's get to it and see how I did. There were several recommendations for the German dual turntables. As I decided to go deep into the rabbit hole, I came across the CS505. This turntable was essential for taking your first steps into the hi-fi world in the 80s. A simplified version of the 506, the 505 first appeared in 1981. According to the website Hi-Fi News, it became an instant success in the UK and became a bestseller. Despite I have the original 505 model, there were iterations with upgrades like 505/1/2, etc. Regarding its specs, the turntable is semi-automatic, meaning that the arm lifts at the end of the vinyl. A very nice feature that I was looking for, especially for those times you fell asleep while hearing your favorite tunes paired with your preferred beverage. It has a super comfortable and easy speed changer from 33 RPM to 45 RPM, which was another must for me as I've been amassing a personal collection with both types of pressings. The platter is made from a pressed aluminium sheet paired with a thick rubber mat to dampen any noises, so I can confirm that it's silent enough. The arm is very sensitive and can track very well the grooves. You can of course adjust the vertical tracking force and the anti-skate. Another nice feature is that whenever the arm was returned to its rest, the cueing lever was set to a raised position that avoids the user from accidentally pushing the arm onto the body of the turntable and destroying the stylus. I bought the turntable on eBay. It was fully serviced and prepared with a new drive belt. The seller also upgraded the tone arm with a PAT's audio cartridge adapter, allegedly costing £50 alone, which allows the user to fit any aftermarket and quality cartridge and stylus combination other than the manufacturer's original offerings. In theory, it's a vastly more rigid mount for greatly improved stylus response and noise reduction, and opens up a huge world of possibilities and choice. I'm very happy with that. It was another essential thing that I was looking for when changing my Audio-Technica LP60, which is that upgradability, essentially that you could play a bit with the stylus and cartridge. This cartridge is currently installed with a new Audio-Technica AT95E cartridge and stylus, a huge improvement over the stock dual setup. It sounds very well. Sadly, it doesn't have that wow factor that I mentioned on my previous video. I was looking for a big step up on sound improvement with this upgrade, but it just sounds marginally better. Don't take me wrong, it still sounds more detailed and with a better soundstage than my basic LP60, although I don't know if should expect something wild sound-wise, spending just $100. Well, technically it's not only $100 that I've spent. And here is a point I would like to make regarding going used or vintage. Always check you are buying from a reputable seller that will service the parts and protects your turntable correctly while sending it to you. Those are the two main risks of buying such an old piece of equipment. Wanna know what happened to me? The sender was great, but his protection wrapping for transit was shitty. and this resulted on breaking the counterweight that suggests tracking force of the stylus. You can imagine that's not that easy to find 40-year-old replacements. Luckily, there is this amazing guy in Germany called Alfred that runs a website called Dualfred that has an amazing collection of spares only for dual turntables. Check it. Couple of days later and £25 less I got the replacement, but then I've not spent only $100 but a grand total of $130, or £100, with the spares included. Overall, I think going vintage has given me big bang for buck. A sturdy high-quality turntable which sounds very well and gives me the choice to tweak and improve stuff without breaking the bank. Mind that I'm just starting my vinyl journey 1 year ago, and am still enjoying and learning about this hobby and trying to decide if it's something for me for the long run. For all of you out there wondering if going vintage is worthy, I say yes. Don't be afraid. Vintage offers great opportunity versus expensive new mid-range hi-fi stuff. Just check 3 things: if the seller is reputable, if the turntable has been serviced, and what will be the cares taken by the seller to transport it safely. All the best. And thank you for joining me again. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, as it keeps the channel going.